JD Vance has been working overtime to convince all of us that he does not, in fact, hate women who don't have children. Childless cat ladies, as he calls them. The past couple of weeks have given us headline after headline of old interviews and speeches from JD Vance where he attacks women who don't have children. He has said that people in the leadership class in the United States who don't have children are more sociopathic than people who have children. They make the country less mentally stable. They are deranged. They're psychotic. He has a very obvious contempt for people without children, women in particular. Never mind that the people he may be attacking for being childless are step-parents or people who have struggled with fertility or even just straight up people who don't want children. It's none of his business. But it keeps getting worse for him because yet another clip has surfaced and it's making the rounds. And honestly, I can't wait to see how JD Vance tries to clean this one up. I'm gonna play audio for you here and I wanna set it up. So this is JD Vance making an appearance in a 2021 at a forum held by the Center for Christian Virtue. And according to reporting from Rolling Stone, he is responding to a question, quote, regarding the state's backpack bill, legislation that would expand tax-funded scholarships to private schools and homeschooled students in grades K through 12. You're going to hear JD Vance attack Democratic leaders and also the American Federation of Teachers president. Let's listen now.
And I think our conservative idea is that parents and families should determine what children learn, what values they are brought up with. You know, so many of the leaders of the left, and I hate to be so personal about this, but they're people without kids trying to brainwash the minds of our children. And that really disorients me and it really disturbs me. Randy Weingarten, who's the head of the most powerful teachers union in the country, she doesn't have a single child. If she wants to brainwash and destroy the minds of children, she should have some of her own and leave ours the hell alone.
Now, the president of the American Federation of Teachers that JD Vance attacked there actually responded to this resurfaced clip, writing on Twitter, quote, gross. JD Vance's comments are sad and insulting to millions of modern families and school teachers, including Catholic nuns, none of whom should be targeted for their family decisions. Exactly. So we're adding disorienting and disturbing to the list of words that JD Vance uses to describe people who don't have children, in addition to sociopathic, psychotic, mentally unstable, deranged. This is a pattern over many different appearances in public. This man can continue to try to deny what is a very consistent pattern, but this illustrates his true fundamental feeling toward people who don't have children. And something that I find really striking about this is that, in a way, Republicans are telling on themselves. You know how you'll come across conservatives, whether in person or via their posts online, and you'll see them expressing the view that they don't support student loan forgiveness because, well, they had to pay their way, and you should too. Or that they don't support medical debt forgiveness because, well, they had to endure a horrendous medical bill and they struggled to pay it, so you should too. There are numerous examples that illustrate this struggle to care about or support something unless it directly impacts or benefits them. But many people don't actually operate like this. And this may come as a surprise to someone like JD Vance, but many people care about things that don't directly affect them. People who don't have kids can and do care very much about kids, people with kids, and the future of the country. People who won't benefit from student loan forgiveness, support student loan forgiveness. People who won't benefit from medical debt forgiveness, support medical debt forgiveness. Many people, like me, actually want to decrease the suffering in society, regardless of whether or not my suffering is personally decreased. I want people to benefit from programs that make their lives easier, even if my own life is not made easier. JD, you may want to encourage people to become parents, right? That's what you want. You want to incentivize parenthood. Well, then why don't you spend some time addressing these structural inequalities that make parenthood seem impossible? Pew Research Center, a nonpartisan fact tank, recently published a report on the experiences of adults who don't have children. specifically the reasons that they list for not having children. And if you're watching this and not just listening, you'll see a chart here which separates adults ages 18 to 49 who are unlikely to have children with a yellow bar and adults 50 plus without children with a green bar. And you'll see on this chart that 36% of adults ages 18 to 49 without children say they can't afford to raise a child, while 12% of adults 50 plus without children say the same. You also have 38% of adults 18 to 49 without children say a reason for not having children is concerns about the state of the world, while 13% of those adults 50 plus without children say the same. Setting aside the fact that JD Vance should just, keep his nose out of other people's business because people have many different and good and individual reasons for not having children, if he were actually interested in creating a world where people sought out parenthood, he would support policies that support parents, paid family and medical leave, universal school meals, a permanent and expanded tax credit. Oh, but wait, he couldn't even bother to show up to vote on the child tax credit a month ago. I'd love to know what you think about this. Please join me in the comments below, or you can head over to my channel here on YouTube where I talk a lot about these same issues, policies that can improve lives. You can find me over there by searching my name, Brittany Page, or you can follow me on social media at Brittany E. Page.
Here's the thing about birthdays. They happen all year, which means there's probably someone you should be buying a gift for right now. Give them something really special with an Aura digital frame, ranked the #1 digital picture frame by Wirecutter. Aura frames are easy to set up, update, and enjoy. Plus, you can preload your Aura frame with photos and gift messages. So if you're giving the frame to someone, your sister, grandma, your mother-in-law, it's personalized for them and comes preloaded with pictures. I did this with the one I gifted my mom. The best part is it comes with unlimited storage. All you need is the free Aura app and a Wi-Fi connection. Upload as many photos and videos as you want. Year-round, I've gotten a bunch of Aura frames as gifts for people. I always preload it with the pictures I think the recipient will enjoy, and everyone loves it. My favorite part is I keep adding photos to the frames at their houses remotely from my phone when I travel or take a new picture of the baby or whatever. For a limited time, my audience gets $35 off their best-selling frame. Go to auraframes.com and use the code PACMAN. The link is down below.